Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Are you having some Monday blues? I hope not. Well, the weather is a bit gloomy over here. So, anyway, today's gonna be a short one. I'm just gonna talk about travel insurance. I understand that sometimes when we are out for travel and we are not really so keen. Some of us are not so keen in to buy travel insurance. However, if let's say you are traveling to Norway and the Scandinavia or even Iceland, these are the places, or Alaska, for example, or Finland. These are the places that are much susceptible to weather changes, and there could be a number of swaps of activities that might have to be done, or even cancellation because the weather is so bad. And so this is where your travel insurance comes in. Very, very handy. That is what your travel insurance is for. Yeah. And perhaps if you go for a short trip or maybe a city tour where you're just gonna go on your own, I guess it's not maybe it's not so crucial for you to buy a travel insurance. However, if let's say you are going to these certain places, like I mentioned, Norway, Scandinavia being Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Alaska, Iceland, especially if you're going in winter. Perhaps in summer it's not so crucial. The weather is pretty much stable in summer, Norway too. But in winter, the temperature can dip really low, or it can really just become really warm in the day and really cold at night, or it might just affect some of these activities that you are planning for. For example, of course, if you're planning ahead, right, at least 6 months ahead, you wouldn't know, right, what's the changes, where the change is gonna be. But a simple tip would be this. For Norway specifically, January and February, the temperatures are pretty much even, yeah, stable. But in March, that's when the tide is changing and the seasons change from winter to spring. That's where it becomes warmer, and the snow melts. So there might be a situation whereby there's not enough snow for you to do your dog sledding or your snowmobile. That can happen. Also, in December, when it's moving, like from November to December, when it's moving from seasons changing from autumn to winter, there might be in a situation whereby there's not enough snow also for you to do your dog sledding. And yeah, so when these things happen, yes, if let's say there is a cancellation by the vendor itself, so the vendor will refund you. However, there may be a situation whereby there could be a storm while you are doing whale watching, and that's where your and that's where the travel insurance comes in, because there's a chance that the vendor may only refund you a certain portion. Maybe they could only refund you 50%, or there's a possibility that they might not even refund at all, because at the end of the day, we are not responsible for weather changes, right? And the companies involved will not be able to, cannot be held responsible, for the weather change that is causing the storm. We're not in a position to predict so specifically either, simply because the weather can change quite drastically over here at times. I've had a situation whereby my clients were also on whale watching, and there was a rope stuck in the engine turbines. And instead of returning from the whale watching at around 2, they came back at late at night. So in that situation, your travel insurance comes in. initially the vendor, says that we will not be able to refund because we cannot be held responsible for a rope that is, stuck in the turbines, and this is where the travel insurance comes in. But eventually, I think the company was a responsible company, so they decided to refund everyone 50%. And yeah, that's gracious of them. So you can and the fact that you have your travel insurance, so you can claim the other 50% perhaps. Yeah. So all those are very, very crucial to safeguard you in terms of too much losses. And of course, when that kind of situation whereby you are coming back to shore very late, there's a chance that you will miss out on the other activities that are held in the evening. So the fact that you miss out on that, there's no refund for that company because they are not responsible for anything that happened before that. So that's where again travel insurance company travel insurance comes in. Hi Mania, how are you? Another thing that will come in very handy is, in the event of flight delays or flight changes on the spot, which you're not aware. I mean, you don't know. You didn't, surely you have not predicted this. So if that were to happen, and if there is a delay in the flight, and it may affect some activities that you might be doing on the very first day of arrival, so that's where your insurance comes in again. So bottom line here is if you're traveling to Norway, Scandinavia, especially during winter vacation, please buy travel insurance. You won't regret it. It will be worth your while. Even if, let's say, nothing happened, which is great, then you have been on the safer side, just in case something happens. All right, that's all for me today. Just want to say very quickly, thank you so much for all the kind words, all this cheering me on for the talk I'm going to be doing this Sunday in London. I'm so appreciative of all the support, all the love, all the good vibes I'm getting. I'm so excited, but at the same time, I'm nervous. Partly because I'm not totally 100% sure what I'll be talking about, believe it or not. So I'm going to figure that out very soon. But first, I'm going to go for a walk now and clear my head a little bit. And usually when I do that, when I go for a walk, I'll get much clarity. And that's what Mother Nature is for, right? To give you clarity, to give you the inspiration. My eyes usually become a bit bigger, like I can feel the cold air coming into my eyes, and I become so much more alert when I'm outdoors. So I'm gonna run into the arms of Mother Nature now and let her grant me with inspiration and energy and clarity of thought, so that I can write a really good piece for my talk on Sunday in London. Thank you so much once again. Thank you for all the love. See you tomorrow, people. Bye-bye.